This is Bio-relativity for North America. The date today is July 29th, 2025. Shalom. 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 Greetings, this is Giuliano. We are the Arcturians. It is hard to grasp the rapid change that is occurring throughout the planet and throughout North America. You are seeing a rapid change and development that is disruptive, destructive, and also is part of the mass extinction event that I have been talking about for the past several years. If you look at an extinction event, then you can say that a clearing of a species can occur. Some have called it a reboot. But the change is different because of the consciousness and awareness of the starseeds, like you, who are working tirelessly to communicate with Gaia and to seek a balance. But maybe you have noticed on a personal level that there has been a struggle for you to even maintain your own balance. The balance of the planet and the unbalancing of the planet, that is, the unbalancing of the energies, affects sensitive people on many levels. So if you're wondering why you may have been experiencing the unbalancing energy, look no further than the Gaia process. Now, I know that Gaia struggles to keep a balance that would be most acceptable for the plant and animal life on the Earth. She has done this for many years, but it has become a stressful and more difficult process for her. And that's why your participation in your affirmations, in your imagery of balance, can play a major role in helping to heal the planet. Because when I look at the imbalances that are occurring, then I realize how numerous they are, and perhaps it reminds you that the correct or most effective method is to find a intervention that brings balance on all levels. That means balance on a spiritual basis for the planet, balance for the weather patterns, balance in the oceans and the ocean currents, balance in man's relationship to Mother Earth. You see, all of these are interactive. And it is useful, as we have been doing, to focus on individual events, and we will continue to do that. But let us also focus on the global energy of balance, because some of the balance that is required is beyond your consciousness or beyond your understanding and awareness. There are layers on Gaia, layers of ocean currents, some of which are on cycles that are 200 or 300 years per cycle. And they still are being discovered. So that is why I think that it is important to work on the multi-level, the individual level of the event, but also on a more global level of balance for on a focus of all levels, even levels that may be beyond your comprehension. So take 3 deep breaths and go into a state of spiritual relaxation. And seek a place of balance for yourself. We'll use this time together to participate in a healing balance for the earth, and know that that participation also will accelerate and bring you into a better healing balance for yourself. I send down a corridor of light from my starship Athena, and it now surrounds your room where you are meditating and listening to my voice. And you activate the spiritual molecule in your pituitary gland and go into a state of expanded consciousness. And you feel your spirit body rising up and passing through your crown chakra and entering the corridor of light that I have sent down from my starship Athena, which is in the Jupiter corridor in your solar system. And you enter the corridor and travel now at the speed of thought directly to my starship Athena. And I and Helioa are greeting you as you enter the portal or doorway of my starship. And together we walk down the hallway and enter the Gaia Planetary Healing Room, where you see immediately the beautiful, elaborate, detailed holographic image of Gaia, of the earth, and the spiritual energy and light of Gaia is apparent in the aura of the earth as you see that in the holographic imagery. And you notice that the holographic image is focused on North America, zooming in on there. And we begin to see several issues that need to be balanced. And we go first to Mount Rainier in the state of Washington, where there's been a swarm of earthquakes, and there is a fear of a major eruption at the mountain. So let us use our arcane thought power and imagery as we go to the mountain there and project stability. And let us look at the source, which is the ring of fire that sits underneath it. And we will say, let there be calmness in the ring of fire and calmness in the area of Mount Rainier. that will help to discharge all earth energies in a consistent and easy discharge, causing no harm to plant and animal life. And let us send our love to Mount Rainier, and let us say that we know that this energy must be released, but we want this energy to be released in a measured fashion. So focus on that in the next minute while you meditate. And focus that imagery on a white screen above Mount Rainier and project your affirmation and thoughts to there. A request with our Icahn imagery of calmness to the Mount Rainier area is now downloaded into the Earth feedback loop system. 1, 2, 3, now. Next we go to the atmosphere all over North America, and we are particularly concerned about the pollution and also any unwanted energies that are man-made that may be sent into the atmosphere for the purpose of trying to change or modify Gaia. Because remember, just changing one part without considering the whole interactive field can create other imbalances. So let us see a purified atmosphere. Let us see a natural energy field around the ionosphere of North America. And let us see a purification of that atmosphere. Focus on that affirmation now. And let it there be the awakening to understand that the atmosphere is part of the biosphere. And finally, we will look at the issue of the heat dome over many parts of the eastern United States, including North Carolina, including Nebraska, including the Midwest, including the Southwest. And we want to see a weather balance return, a balance that brings moisture where it's needed, that moves out humid and hot weather that's abnormally warm. So focus now on this affirmation let there be balance in North America's weather patterns, including Toronto, where there is also unusual heat. Let the whole area return to a cooling and moisture where necessary situation. We'll go back into meditation, focusing on those thoughts. Remember, what you are thinking is going to be received by Gaia. Focus now on what I call global balance, which includes a balance overall on all levels in North America, to the weather situation, to the biosphere. Let the balance become stronger, more effective, and more in alignment with the planetary healing light that is coming now from the Arcturians to planet Earth. Help to receive that light from Arcturus to North America to bring her, North America, into balance on all levels, including weather, heat, earthquakes, moisture, rain. Let all spiritual awareness of the leaders, let all come into balance as soon as possible. Focus on that thought now as we go back into silence. There be balance on all levels in North America, including the atmosphere, purifying, and the Arcturian spiritual light is filling North America now, helping to accelerate this new balance. It is time to leave the Gaia Planetary Healing Chamber. As you are looking at the holographic image, you see the Arcturian light reaching the planet. And you also receive those light rays into your crown chakra in your spirit body. And as you are in the fifth dimension with me and my starship, focus on a new balance for yourself as you return to your physical body. So you walk out of the room, down the hallway, to the portal from which you came. I embrace each of you, and you leave the starship now and travel through the corridor of light at the speed of thought back into your physical body on Earth. You go to a place 6 feet above your physical body and enter in perfect alignment. When you open your eyes and return to normal consciousness, I know that you have done a great job in communicating to Gaia, who has received your thoughts and requests, with openness and respect. I'm Giuliano. Good day.